Hey everyone, it is theRealLauraB here on Twitter and here on YouTube. I'm so excited to be here today. We're going to be talking about my Vegas experience, seeing Johnny's concert, a little bit of sightseeing in Vegas, and of course, meeting the one and only Johnny Depp. I'm going to be joined by my friend, Becca, who was from the Virginia trial, and I just got the strangest notification. I got a YouTube email. I've never even heard of a YouTube email. But anyway, I'm going to get started. So let me run the intro for the replay. Hang in there. Hi, I'm Laura, also known as theRealLauraB from Twitter, and now here on YouTube. I'm a researcher, new wave internet media, and commentator. I'm not a lawyer, nor offering any legal advice. Join me on a journey to review the world of celebrity lawsuits and current events. Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming today. I'm so happy and I'm so excited. And I was on with Andy Signore yesterday live, and I'll be doing a little bit live again with him this afternoon. But I wanted to give you a chance to just chat very casual and visit with me and my experience with Vegas, share some pictures, share what I have. And I have my dear friend Becca. I'm going to bring her up.
Hello.
Hey Becca.
How are you?
I am great. Becca, as you may recall, I met her in Virginia during the trial. She was there. She lived in the area, and we became great friends. She was a huge help to all of us, huge help. And then we reconnected again when Johnny had a concert in DC. We hooked up again and went to the concert together, and we had a blast. And what was fun, and we talked about this last time, is where we sat in the courtroom was right behind several of Johnny's security. So they got to know our faces. We became very familiar with them. Good for you?
Yes, I was just reading the chats. I was just trying. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, no, good.
Like, I'm catching up on the chat. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know.
So am I. Yeah.
I see some people in the chat that met up with you in Vegas.
Yes, we had the meetups, and we'll talk about that. There's going to be a lot more pictures that aren't out yet. They had a photographer there, so they're going to be linked to a lot of pictures, and I just don't have that yet. That'll be a fun share. I imagine Andy will probably do a live and share those.
Yes.
But look, we have a lot of people coming in. I love it. It just crashed in. Fabulous. Fabulous. I'm not going to try and keep that. I just wanted to share a little bit of my experience. We talked about when I was in DC, I did my vlog. I didn't vlog as much. I tried to. It was more spread out in Vegas than that little area in DC. But I thought I would share just a little bit of it. So I stayed at the Golden Nugget, which is an older casino down in the original strip, and I guess that's called Fremont Street.
Is that more north?
Oh, God, you're asking the wrong person. I'm so GPS challenged. I have no idea, but it's about 5 miles from the main strip. It's not something you can walk, and there's areas in between you definitely don't want to walk. You definitely want to Uber back and forth.
Yeah.
But Andy has a supporter and sponsor. Her name is Marcela. I want to give a great thank you to her because she did provide my accommodations and some of my travel. The rest was on me. But I mean, Andy called and said, look, we don't have any tickets left, but would you be interested in coming if we can help you out? And I'm like, I'm there. I mean, when you don't get an opportunity like that very often. And I was like, I'm there. So I want to thank you, Marcela and Andy and his whole team for making this happen for me and helping me to be there. And it was just amazing. So this is, at the Golden Nugget, it's multiple towers. Does my pointer come across? Yeah, it does a little bit.
I see it. Yeah.
So, like there's the main entrance off Fremont. There's multiple towers. It was a lot of fun. This was my room. It was huge. It was a really big room. I came in and just dumped. I think it's a queen size bed, not a double. And
that's spacious compared to like
very spacious.
New York.
I know. And then from the other side, we just had this little table, and then I dumped and ran. I was going out. I was going to have fun. So yeah, Fremont Street. Wow, what a crazy place that is. That kind of reminds me. Well, Bourbon Street is tame. Well, other than the beads and the topless, throwing off your shirts. But the crowd-wise, because it is a pedestrian walkway. I don't know if you can see that people just get in there, and
was it
crazy.
Pretty crowded when you went?
Yes, during the day. No, not as much as like some of these pictures, but more like this one up here. You see this, more like that kind of a crowd.
Okay.
Not that busy.
Not crazy.
But loud. Oh my God, is it loud?
Yeah.
You have this thing up on the ceiling it's a covered pedestrian walkway. So you have this going and playing music.
Is that that's outdoors?
It's outdoors, but it's covered. So you can't get rained on.
I don't think I've been to that part of Vegas.
It's wild. So there's bands playing on different parts of the street. There's circles painted on the ground where street performers will go, and you'll have someone like from Chippendales. They're not really from Chippendales. They're dressed like Chippendales. If you want to get a photo with them, of course, I didn't, but you have to be careful because they're going to charge you a fortune to do something like that. And there's Vegas showgirls that are dressed that you can take here. Perfect. Pictures with, and again, they're going to charge you up the wazoo.
Right.
There's some great, I just hit the good one to give you an idea that these are on there that you can get pictures taken with them, but you're going to pay for it. I mean, there was a lot going on. Oh, I just got a weird echo there. A lot going on.
Watch what you click on, Laura.
Huh?
So watch.
No, I'm just saying there's all types, right? There's all types.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's not all it's not pretty.
Not all of it's family friendly on Google.
No. And in fact, I'll take this moment. We just had a lot of we just had election here, and a lot came up. And I guess in some states started voting to get marijuana made legal. I haven't figured out what my state is doing yet. I don't think all the polls are closed, but I have to tell you, I have no problems with pot itself being legal. It's no different than alcohol. But what I didn't realize is how bad it smells.
It's so concentrated in the legal areas. Everybody's doing it like it's cigarette. Even cigarettes can be overwhelming,
Right. But so Fremont Street, because a lot of people, it's legal there. So a lot of people smoke it, but a lot of people who are visiting are taking advantage and smoking. And it's like a cloud walking through there. The smell is just overwhelming. And I'd be so sad in my town. Like, we have this beautiful little downtown area. And in the summer, we have the tables outside to eat and things like that. And I would hate to have to deal with that smell. I mean, it's not just the smoke. The smell is just awful.
Yeah.
So if they're going to make it legal, I hope they can find some way to filter it. See, other people are agreeing that some people are laughing at me and other people are saying the same thing. Oh, no, it makes me sick. It's terrible. Yeah.
I mean, there's actually people who can be allergic to it. People with asthma and allergies. And, I think that to each their own, but also when you're in a public space that you're sharing with other people, should respect that.
Yeah. And look, it does rain through that canopy thing. So that's interesting. I couldn't tell that when I was being there. Yeah, smell of it makes me throw up. It smells like skunk. It does. I just don't remember that when I was younger. It's smelling like skunk. It always smelled to me back then like it was burning hemp rope.
Yeah.
So it was
it's always smelled a little skunky to me.
Yeah, so I think maybe there's just different kinds.
Yeah,
I don't know. It has some molecules in it that skunks do apparently recently isolated to find that out. Interesting. Been to Amsterdam. The cafes are very smoky. I've been there. I lived there actually for a short time. Yeah, it was all legal. So it was the prostitution in the windows. You go down the street. I forget what the zone was called. They'll remind me.
We experienced that.
And they're in the windows.
In France, when we brought the kids and we picked up an Uber from the train station, and the Uber where we were heading had to take us through like a red light district. And my kids were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So yeah, Laurel, hi, how are you? She's working and listening at the same time. She goes, yeah. Oh, she lives right near one, so it smells all the time for her.
Wow.
Yay.
So, okay, did you want to go over the timeline, like you leaving and all of that?
Yeah, I left.
More casual.
I left Thursday morning. Andy was not getting in there till very late Thursday, so I got in there. I unpacked. I got myself acclimated. Got a snack and decided to go down to the strip and walk around. And that's a little bit about what I was doing here. So I went down. I happened to luck out and get some tickets to Cirque du Soleil Beatles Love.
Oh.
So I was going to.
Lovely show.
It was a great show. Great show. So, but I walked around there and I didn't pull all my pictures, but people have to remember, I think the strip is about 4 miles long. And you think about that, 4 miles on one side and 4 miles on another. That's a lot of walking because there's casinos and resorts on both sides. And the entrance to the casinos usually are set back from the street. And then once you get in there, you feel like you're walking miles inside the casino. So there's a lot of walking and not able to see, as many resorts as you think you can. So I did go through the Mirage and I enjoyed that. And then the next day we came back, but this is just me by myself walking down there, walking inside the Mirage and mostly concentrating on the Beatles show that I was going to see, which was great. And some of the things they had, it was just a fantastic show. So that was inside. That's where I'm sitting. So this,
that's it's like a setup.
It is. I want to say it's like a diamond, but it comes in at the middle, skinnier with 2 pathways. So
there's only seats like this. There's no seats that go that way, right?
There's seats you can see them behind the screen. They all go. Now, I thought this was a mirror at first of where I was, but this is another section. There's a section over here. And then I'm in the first row, first level, like second level, I should say, not the bottom level. And when the performers came like at the end to take their bows, they were all right here, right at my point. And it was strange because I didn't have anybody sitting next to me. I did have people behind me, but I felt like they were like bowing to me personally. It was so weird. Like, yes, I'm clapping for you. It was just so funny. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed the show. You're not allowed to show it, any of it. But,
yeah, because YouTube will flag your video.
Well, you weren't allowed to even video inside.
Okay.
Yeah, you couldn't video
I thought
inside.
You were talking about copyright laws.
Yeah, no, you couldn't even video inside. So, but no, I just absolutely loved it. It was so good. So, we did that. I did that by myself, and then I just Ubered back. I was very safe. I was very much paying attention to myself as traveling as single female, especially. I wasn't drinking at all. I wanted to make sure I was aware. From the hotel, from the airport, people were warning me, or videos that I saw about them. If they think you're a tourist, they might run up the bill. So I arranged to take a hotel shuttle. So that way I was with other people and I felt like I was more safe, and I did the same thing going back, and it was quite relaxing and no problem at all. So that part was good, because you do have to be careful and be very, very aware when you're traveling down there, especially by yourself.
Yeah.
Did I see the fountain show at the Bellagio? No, I did not. What you're going to find out is I quickly lost my time. Things started piling in our schedule, and I didn't get to go back as much. We did go back. So that was Thursday night. Friday night, everybody started coming in, and we did go down to the strip with Andy and Kim and Steph. And I think they're going to be sharing on all their videos on their channel. And we just had a great time. Steph especially was coming in from the UK. I think Kim is down from Canada, and we went to the Coca-Cola store, the M&M store. They found a Hello Kitty bus that was a lot of fun, because they were all into that.
That goes on tour across the U.S. We always seem to miss it.
Oh, really? Oh, it was fun. They had cupcakes and cookies and shirts. The shirts were really cute.
That's cool.
And then we went into New York casino and walked around there. And we had a slice of pizza. And then I had my one drink. I had my, I was like, what do I get in New York? I'll get a Long Island iced tea. So that was fun, which I should not have done.
Was that the time that you met up with people?
Well, no, this was before.
Oh, okay.
So we hadn't gotten there yet.
You guys are coming together.
Yeah. So this was just Andy and I finally coming together. And I had that drink, which was a mistake, because I am not a day drinker, and I got so sleepy. Yeah. So then I had to get some coffee to wake up. But they went on the roller coaster, and I couldn't find a platform that I could video them. So I wanted to do that. So that's what we did. Very casual on Friday. Went back because we had our meetup at 4:00. So we weren't there for very long. We left there at 2:00. So see what I mean by suddenly time gets away from you, because you've got to Uber places, and that takes time to do. And but we did see this, which was so exciting, because this is a big deal in Vegas to be sold out.
Yeah.
And it was sold out. I had to get my own ticket.
We sold out the last 6 shows, right?
Yes, I think so.
California shows.
I'd be surprised if ours wasn't sold out too.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that right after hours, I don't know about hours, but I know right after hours, all of those shows were sold out.
Well, you know why? Because at that point, they weren't sure if Johnny was on the bill, on the ticket. I'm
Right.
not saying Jeff wouldn't sell out. Please don't say that. But I'm saying he wasn't officially added to the ticket
Yeah.
until our show, I think,
Mhm.
because he was filming.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we found out like a week or two officially, that he was going to be on it, right? Like a week or two in advance.
Yes, most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not 100%, but they were still hedging their bets. But then suddenly Ticketmaster did upload it. Jeff Beck is an incredible master guitarist.
Absolutely.
Oh yes, Laura, he was amazing. The different things he can do. One minute he's jamming out, and the next minute he is just literally giving it its own voice, and it's like singing.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I told Laura recently, I was a couple days ago, I went to a convention, and next door to the convention was a flea market and antique show. And I found a Yardbirds record.
Oh yeah.
And I bought it. It's in mint condition too, and it has Jeff on the front cover. So I'm excited to give it a whirl.
Yeah, I was in Wassenaar a long time ago. My daughter wasn't even born yet, so it was a long time ago. I loved it. The Dutch were amazing. They were really encouraging for me to speak Dutch as much as I butchered it. They were just thrilled to death. Thrilled to death. Yeah, Andy took videos. He's showing videos. Hey, Lori, how are you? Yeah, I mean, I think pot has its uses for sure. I mean, probably better than alcohol. I don't think you get as addicted on any of that.
Yeah.
I want to go to casinos in California as they stink from tobacco. I did see some people smoking tobacco inside the casino, and I was really surprised. But I did see some. Yeah.
Maybe they have like smoker areas and non-smoker areas. It's been a really long time since I've been to Vegas.
It just seems like the laws are so national about no smoking. I was surprised.
Although Vegas has,
it says that
a lot of their own laws.
Yeah, and well, he says they can. Steve is saying they can smoke in California.
Huh.
I did not go to karaoke. I ran out of steam. Karaoke was the last night after the next meetup, and I just went out. And I can't read all this. Did I look at Dutch TV on YouTube Live? YouTube wasn't even around when I was there. Okay. We're talking a long time ago. We watched Sesamstraat with my son. Okay. We watched Sky News. We watched Sky, which is also like MTV, which pretty much played all day long. We watched really, really old shows in English, like Mr. Ed. Remember the talking horse in black and white?
Yes.
I mean, that's what they brought back. It was crazy. So that's the kind of stuff I got to see. But otherwise, people would send us videos and stuff, and I'd get that. So, Ennis, I wish I could understand Dutch better now. It's been over 30 years, I have to admit. It's been a long time. Yeah, because I will see you. The caps locks can be scary for some people. So we're not going to yelling. Sometimes it comes across that way. We had a great time. What else do I have here? Here we are. This is them arriving in the airport. So this was his first post, and they were fabulous. So nice. Oh, there's Lou. So this is the first meetup that we went to. I have only a few pictures because, again, they had a photographer there, and I'm there to enjoy myself. I'm there to have fun and meet people. I don't want to stick, a lot of people. I'll tell you what was funny, but I did not expect, and I'm thrilled and very heartwarming, but I didn't expect the people to say, "Can I take a picture with you? Can I take a picture with you?" And I was like, "Wow, yes, it was so nice to meet everybody. I didn't expect that." And that was
you did sweet. Get a couple people at the DC show.
Yes,
and ask for photos.
And I'm still surprised people recognize me then. Because I did make a big...
You acted funny when I recognized you in court, like at the courthouse on the first day. And I was like, "Are you the real Laura B?"
And I'm like, "How do people know me?" Like that. Like when you're in a place that you're not normally in.
And then someone random walks up to you.
Yeah.
And then you're like, "Well, is it a good thing that I'm this person, or are you going to cause me harm?" I mean, you just never know, like, who's walking up to you and asking,
Yeah, right. No, exactly. But in this, obviously, they were so sweet that people were wanting to take pictures. This was wonderful. This is Louis and Andy, obviously. Here is me with Christopher Melcher. He came, and it was a
You have to
terrible
share
picture.
your
Someone,
screen.
I know. What? Oh, I got to share with screen.
There.
There we go. So me and Christopher, this is a terrible picture. It was one of these things. My arms are too short for selfies. I must have unusually short arms. I cannot do it because remember, I was having you do it all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
My husband makes fun of me with my long arms. He's like, I always take the group selfies because my arms are so long.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not me. I'm the opposite. So that's a terrible picture. But then they had these posters they made of his team, obviously. So people were asking, they were signing those posters. And I don't know if you can see down here. Here's me.
Aww.
People were asking me to sign stuff. It was so cute.
So cute.
And it was just not what I expected. And it was just so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, we're going to be careful with the caps, all caps, because it does bother people. I know Emily D. Baker always says that too, and I appreciate that. So all caps do bother people, so we'll be careful. So you trying to get tickets for the UK, a lot of them are selling out. A lot of the gold meet and greets that are about $500-$600. The big one apparently has a guitar, and they are selling out.
I don't know if Teresa is on, Teresa Lima, but she invited me to join her to the Paris show.
Ooh.
Everything's selling out. I don't know if I'm gonna, be able to swing it.
Oh, that's interesting. Back in the UK in February. I don't know. I can only guess.
Well, I know he's starting with, in the summer, I guess, is going to be the Hollywood Vampires.
Yeah, this is in February. I assume he's still going forward with directing that Modi movie, The Artist. But these things, they get started, they get postponed for lots of reasons, and then they're back again on the schedule. So I don't know when he's supposed to be. He's directing it. Yeah. Jeff was amazing.
Hi, Kayla.
Hey, Kayla. I just realized who that was. Kayla. Kayla was also with us in Virginia. How sweet. Yes.
Kayla, are you in school right now? I'm just kidding.
That's all right. She was skipping class. She was skipping college to come see us. It wasn't confirmed until 2 weeks before the first date and leaked quietly the week after that. Are we talking about the one?
Oh, it was when I had confirmed prior to it being official.
Okay, yeah.
For the DC dates.
Yeah. We went years ago with my sister and brother-in-law. They were drunk the entire 5 days, only slept like 2 hours, then back at it. I couldn't sleep one night. Yeah. The problem I had with Fremont, where I was on Fremont, the hotel, I heard all of Fremont all night long. It was so loud in my room. And I was like, what am I going to do? And it's not music. It's cacophony. Is that the word? Cacophony? Because it's all different music at one time. It's noises and sounds. And
but
I was
that's
like, oh,
the whole strip of Vegas.
Yeah. Is it
I mean,
noisy
because
up there?
I stayed, I don't know what year it was, 2005. We were near, not at the Bellagio, but we were near there. And yeah, I couldn't. It was, we were like, oh, we have to have a view of the strip. And you just hear everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I ended up turning the fan on my heater cooler.
Make some white noise. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fan was on all the time. There's Christopher again. He's so nice, guys. He's just so nice. Yeah. And they're signing their pictures there.
Who's the blonde in the photo?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Was she with Christopher or someone else?
No, I think she was part of the meetup.
Oh, okay.
So she's a fan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. There's a room full of people.
Which where you're at in the timeline on the meetup.
Yeah. Oh, this is Friday before the concert.
Okay.
This is before the concert. And I didn't realize I pulled a bad one of Andy, but this was out in the hall. Make it a double. This is the photographer. So I'm so anxious to get all the photos she was taking. And now we're at the concert. Yeah. So let me take some questions before we get there and say, guys, I'm willing to answer any questions I'm able to. I'm asking you right now going forward, please be respectful. I know you always are. And my point is that I was a guest of, when Johnny invited us back, we were a guest. He's an incredible person.
Marcela
No, I'm not his personal friend. So I'm just going to ask you to refrain from asking personal questions that I can't answer. I mean, I'm very respectful. That's all.
Is this Marcela in the comments that just tipped you $100? That's so kind.
Oh my God, I'm not down there yet.
I'm sorry. I'm down on the comments. Well, when she gets to you, Marcela, thank you so much.
Thank you, Marcela. You didn't have to do that. You've already, oh my God, I have to go down here. Nope, this is a different one. And I'm way behind in the comments. I'm trying to catch up.
It's okay. I'm reading them as they go. I figured you'd get the ones that were further up.
I'm starring the super chats I see. I just haven't come to her. Wow, I got really, Marcel, thank you so much. You are so sweet. I cannot thank you enough for the amazing time I had. I certainly didn't expect this. You offered so much and took care of us so well. You were amazing. Thank you so much. So very much. And I'm so glad you found my channel and you're watching. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. I've lost comments, guys. So let me just catch up on those.
Sorry, I jumped way forward on that one.
That's okay. Barb, thank you so much. Divine intervention, truly. It was just the stars aligned. I can't even explain how it happened because I'm not 100% sure how it did, but it did. It did. In the Closet with Amy Goodhart. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. It is so appreciated. It truly is. Side Hustle Seller. Join me in Paris. I have an extra ticket. There you go. I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I could. That's amazing. If you need to ask your questions again, do, because I just jumped down to the bottom.
I'm so sorry.
About that. I wanted to go to the Chicago show, but me and my dad didn't want to drive. Yeah.
So there was a question that was on Twitter that I wanted to highlight. And I'm not sure if she's on the chat now, but she asked questions like, how did you get to interact with him? Did you have a special ticket and all of that? And I wanted you to be able to say you did not have a special ticket.
No, I did not.
Johnny knew who you were in the crowd, and we don't know who requested, but most likely Johnny requested that he speak with you and Andy.
Yeah, something like that. Or the fact that you and I know we sat by his security in the courts. Yeah. So we were very familiar to them. And it's possible that with all my posting and everything, they knew to look for us. That's the only thing I can think of. We can
only speculate because Laura's not even quite sure who or how.
It's just wonderful. Yeah, it was just wonderful. This is the venue. This would be Jeff's side. This was where I sat. I sat at the last seat at the corner on the second row of the corner. Andy is way down here. So I was not, I don't know if you can see me moving around. I was not sitting with them. I was way off to myself on my own. And the stage tended to curve. So it also limited my viewing over there. So this was where I sat, which I thought was a great seat that I would see a lot of Johnny. You would think so, right? Except that darn little spotlight right there. It went right into where, no matter where I went, I was getting hit with it. But look at him. He's great.
But you got a full body view this time.
I did get a full body view up close.
The DC show, we had this speaker box, sound box thing that was probably 3 feet high, and it was huge.
Yeah, and I don't see those here.
Yeah. Well, no, they're right there.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. That one.
That one. It
seems
smaller.
But it was on the right side, and it was right in front of us.
There's one there.
Yeah.
There might be one here.
Partition, remember?
And no partitions here.
I haven't seen those partitions at most of the shows.
But there's this spotlight that kept getting me every time I was trying to take a picture.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad. And I didn't intend to video this one anyway, because I videoed the last one. So I had intended to, I intended to just enjoy this one and take pictures, but not video. And then, of course, I got messed up with the lighting. Was not kind to me, as you can see. I put this in here on purpose just to show you that, the lighting wasn't so great for me. And then, but this is partly what I can talk about, only because Andy brought it up. Andy has talked about the incident with Alex. I was not a part of that. I'm not sitting anywhere near them, as you could see. I only wanted to mention because, and again, because Andy brought it up, people were posting about all these security people. Guys, there was a whole separate situation that was happening that had nothing to do with this. And I caught a little bit of it here, but this is the tail end of it. So here we are at the front of the stage in my photos. These people had special armbands, wristbands, if they were in the first row, that they were allowed to stand up at the stage. But you couldn't always see it, like if someone's arm was covered. So what happens when the first row started to stand up, people behind us swarmed forward to grab spots in front of the stage. That's what happened. They swarmed forward. So massive security had to come out to get those people back to their seats. So all that was happening in front of me, which was adjacent to the next section. So I didn't know anything was going on. And that's the God honest truth until later when they got everybody to sit down again. I could see it a little bit, but it was far away. So I was not sitting over there. I was not part of it. I was not privy to it. So I hope you all understand that's the truth. That's all I can say on the matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that the Hollywood Vampire tickets are coming up. I'm trying to catch up again with some comments before we move on. Nearly all the standard tickets in the UK are gone already. Wow. Wow. Laura B, I would love to go to Paris. I haven't been in Paris in many, many years. Many years. I think I got you before.
Let's go to Paris together.
I know. I'm not going to be able to do anything this year, I don't think.
No, it'll be next year. We can meet up with Teresa.
Yeah. Well, even next year's only months away. It's not next year.
Well, I don't know. When is the Paris show?
I don't know. Thank you. I'm just so glad I can share all this. Karma, maybe it was karma. I mean, to me, it's just the stars aligned, and I'm so thrilled that they did. Truly. As far as I know, yes. Yes. I was invited very late, and Andy said, look, we can help you in this way, but there's no tickets left. And I'm like, if I can get a ticket, I'm there. So I was able to go, and I'm so thrilled. Oh, good. Johnny posted something from, I'm sure, from Fenty.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it yet. I've been busy.
Thank you, Val. I so appreciate it. Oh, there you go. I teared up. I tried so hard to hold back the tears. I really did. So Marcela is an angel. She truly is. This was, I mean, truly an angel. I don't know that I haven't heard anything about Australia in a long time as far as him going down there. Right?
I haven't heard anything yet. Kayla says, let's all go to Paris.
There we go. I actually deserve, I think my passport's still good. Served every moment of your time with Johnny. My only question is, does he seem like he's at peace and like he's really, truly happy? Yeah, he did. He does. He definitely felt that way. I'll talk about that when we get back there a little bit. Yeah, based on your meeting, did Johnny seem happy and safe to you? That's really all that matters to me. Yeah, he's having a good time. He's really enjoying living his life again. He talked about that, his music and his art and making movies he wants to make or whatever projects he wants to be involved in. He's just so happy. Teresa's here.
Teresa.
I just saw that.
Half of our gang is here.
I know. I missed another one, but Marcela says, seeing you there and all the magic happened is the biggest, most beautiful thing ever, and you deserved every moment of it. Thank you. I'm the real Laura B. Marcela, I think Laura B might be there too. I think there's somebody else. I was sad I didn't get to spend much time with Marcela. I didn't see her at the meetups. The concert was crazy, and then when we went to the back, I didn't get a chance to spend much time with Marcela. But I did get a quick hello and thank you. But God, you made so many of us happy. And then we get all this great material that we can share with everybody. Here's Lisa B. There is a Lisa B here. Hi, Laura B. Some people are allergic to it. Yeah, the theater is gorgeous. It really was cute. Let me see if I can. Okay. So this area over here, in this corner, there was a door. there was a door. So it was as I was leaving and over by Andy that I saw Sean waving, and one of his security people, and I still wasn't sure. And I went over there and they waved, and I got to the entrance, and it just had hands grab me and pulling me in. And when I was on my way, I'm like, Andy, they're calling us. They're calling us. And I was grabbing him, and he was taking pictures and taking moments and selfies and videos. And I'm like, no, I think that we got to go. So I made my way over there, and he was not behind me. And I got in. I'm like, no, we need to get Andy. We need to get Andy. And went back out. But then all hell broke loose, because when they realized people were being taken back, there was a massive surge again to please, I want to go back, please pick me, things like that. So Andy and I were able to get back, and we weren't able to bring anybody else with us. So that's how that happened. There was other groups. He had other visitors besides us. So that's how it happened, guys. That it was just amazing thing to happen. My husband proposed to me in New York, New York. Thank you. Yeah, we all did a lot of work. And he recognizes that, and we'll talk about that. And he is so thrilled and amazed at the support that I'm going to try and remember everything. Whether you want it or not, I've adopted you as a substitute grandma since mine are no longer here. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being yourself. I'm happy. I am very happy being grandma, and people can think that's an insult, but it's not to me, because I have earned it, and I'm having a blast with my grandchildren that I can play with them, take care of them, and send them home. Isn't that the best part? Johnny say he learned from you, so I think he watches your channel sometimes. We're going to touch on that. He may watch YouTube's. He is not on Twitter at all. He made no indication that he saw me on Twitter. The indication was maybe that people showed him things, and we'll get back to that. We're good. Yeah. Thank you. I'm catching up with questions before we move on. He might, I don't know that he ever saw my YouTube, because I didn't have a YouTube till after the channel, but a lot of my tweets were showcased on other people's YouTubes. A lot of the documents I posted, like it was just the document and people have always been so kind to give me credit. So, I mean, it really could be more than that.
Well, your name was brought up in court, and so I wouldn't be surprised if he was curious to have someone show him.
Yeah, or anybody like that. Yeah.
The same thing with Tug. His name was brought up. So they're doing yard work outside. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you can, I'll mute. It's kind of loud.
Just a minute. Okay. There you go. All right, you're not going to be able to hear anything, which is just as well, because
love
it.
And then I think it loops. That's awesome.
See, now you don't have to leave. We can watch it.
Do we have any speculations on when they filmed those scenes?
I think it was fairly recent, honestly.
Because he's got facial hair.
I know.
When?
I don't know if they saw me in the audience or when I was I don't know. I don't know how it all happened, but I know I locked eyes with them over there, and they were waving, and I didn't have to ask me twice. I was going.
They definitely know who Laura is, because, even at the DC show.
Oh, that's right. We should mention that.
Yeah, at the DC show, they knew us because we spent 6 weeks in the courtroom with them. We sat next to them, behind them, in front of them, So I wouldn't doubt that they saw her, and they,
So in DC, when they were so kind, we talked with them, we goofed around with them a little bit before the show, and they explained that I asked, is there any chance we can meet him? And he said, I don't know. He has a large VIP group. He had his remember, this is DC, this is Washington, this is where the trial happened, basically. He had his lawyers that he invited with their guests. He had a lot of people from the courthouse he invited with their guests. And the venue just said, look, you're only allowed this many people back here, period. And so there was nothing before the show. After the show was basically the same thing. The people were still with him. And he said, we just not allowed to bring anyone back. So we did have that conversation. So I'm hoping that when they were aware that I was going to be there again, that, they did what they could. And I am so very thankful for the people who made this happen. I really am. But I really think it was just stars aligned. Marley, you're so sweet. Hope this helps a little repaying for the trip. Oh, yes, it was quite expensive still, but it was worth every penny. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not going to talk. I'll say one thing about this, and that's it about Alex. This is a person. He has feelings. He deserves his privacy, and I'm not going to comment on anything like that. That's just not right. Paris is June 23rd.
Let's do it.
He's promoting his HBO documentary. Oh, I didn't see that one. Wait a minute.
Are there two things that were just posted?
No, I only see that. This I see from Greg Williams. Guys, if you haven't seen this is so great. So here he is with Greg Williams, and I'm not playing any of the music, but this was my tease. Oh, can I go back? I can't go back. Maybe I can reload it. Okay. That was my tease. That was my tease. So if you watch Greg Williams' video here, which is on Johnny's channel, you would have seen my intro tease. There it is. I figured I was exhausted. It's been an incredible journey, but I must sleep. I'm delirious with exhaustion. It was about 3 a.m. after the concert at this point. I have so much to tell you. Many happy dreams tonight, more stories tomorrow. And I hoped that people got the hint with that. Jeff is this, Johnny is that. And that's what he explained in that Greg Williams. So that's how it started, guys. I got back there. We were back there for, we lost track, but we think it was close to 2.5 hours.
For the waiting period.
Because there was other groups that were going in, small groups at a time. I think that's also why he couldn't bring more people back, because his time was so limited. And I just started learning more about that I didn't know. I was near the stage on Johnny's side. People kept rushing the stage and security kept making them go back to their seats. So you had the same situation on your side. So there was a lot more going on than trying to pin it on one person. Thank you so much. You're so sweet and generous, and it's so appreciated. So appreciated. I'm trying to watch your questions. Yeah, Amazon Prime is up. You can see it. It's about 40 minutes long. Let's see what else we got left. And there it is. I got back there.
Solo cups.
Yeah. Nobody touched these glasses. I think they were left over from people who came in before us. But before we got in, I have to say, it's going to distract me. We stood out there in line a long time, and people were coming and going, and they'd open the door. People would go in, they shut the door. We never saw Johnny. They'd go in, shut the door. Sometimes some of his people would go back there and come back out and shut the door. So we never saw him. When it was finally our turn, which was about 2.5 hours later, when they opened the door, he stepped out and grabbed me and hugged me and kissed me and said, thank you. It's so nice. He was just so effusive, but he came out to us, and that's not how and I don't want to say we were extra special that others weren't. I'm just saying this is what we saw with our own eyes. He came out to us. There was another group after us who was with the Palm. So they were important people of the Palm where the concert was. And I think he was going to save us for last, but he was running out of time. So he took us in before the Palm people. So we got to go in there, and that was it. He just grabbed me, hugged me, pulled me in, and we got our moment. And I was shaking. I was so glad to have Andy with me, because I was trying to keep a conversation going. And he was so good at that, doing popcorn plan and interviews and videos. He was so good at knowing exactly what to keep doing. So that's what he did. You know, he helped me keep the conversation going, and it was so wonderful and so nice. And I wore my shirt. They were all very dressed up, and I debated, and I said, you know what, just in case I'm wearing my shirt, just in case, because I wore it to the DC one, hoping he could sign it. So it was a wave. It was just a familiar face. I saw them waving in the corner, and I wasn't even sure it was at me. And it was one of the security guys that we had met through the court, and we met at DC. I saw him waving, and I went to the corner, and yeah, I'm telling you, I just got lucky, guys.
The big question, Laura.
Yeah.
What did Johnny smell like?
I know everybody's asked me that, and I have to tell you, I don't remember. I don't remember. No, in fact, when people started asking me, I started looking back at pictures because of other people who had been in there before us. And I think one of the first ones, and I could be wrong, but it appeared to be his hair might have been damp, like maybe he had showered before he saw anybody. Because this is not what he was. I mean, this was what he was wearing on stage, but not. I don't remember that shirt. No, he had a different shirt. I can't. Yeah, and I can't tell if the pants might be the same. Let's see. No, I don't think so, because those pants had a slit. They had a slit. So you have to remember, he is not going back to the hotel at this point. He's getting on the bus to go to California. They have a 6-hour drive to get to the next, not to that venue. They were going to the hotel, I guess, that night in California. So that's where we were. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. My name was brought up in court. It was brought up by Elaine, not by Johnny's team. Right. They said, asked Adam, do you know this person, that umbrella by, the incredibly average?
The umbrella man.
Oh, that's right. The incredibly average and the real Laura B. And I was like, I was sitting there going, I remember this heat flush coming over my face going, oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know if he knew my name. I just think he recognized my face from multiple places. And that was very kind that people, I mean, there may be other people behind the scenes that also help pull this. That's very sweet. I'm just trying to figure it all out myself. Okay. So Gmail is going crazy. I don't know if it's going crazy for you guys, but it is downloading messages from like 3 years old. It's just dumping everything. So I'm getting so I'm getting all these notifications, and I'm like, why am I getting so many emails? Like, I don't know. It's just dumping.
On your phone?
Yeah. Oh my God. I just had like 400 messages dumped on my phone.
Wow.
They're from October 2021. I mean, just quickly.
That's strange.
Yeah, it's going my Gmail. So I'm getting all these notifications. Sorry, guys.
I'm like, I can't hear it.
No, but I can visually see it. It keeps coming across my screen, and I'm like, what is going on? That's so important. And now I feel like it's not important. It's just Gmail is doing something crazy right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I am not sorry for anything I've done. I'm so happy that I've been able to share all this stuff. And it's been many, many years. Many years. I don't know. Thank you. This is great. Maybe. I don't know. Talk about the video shoot.
Oh.
Nothing better than being a grandma. So what else do I have here? Oh, the hug. I don't remember which hug this is because I got so many of them, honestly. So this is the hug, and I just held him so tight. So what did he smell like? He smelled clean.
Yeah.
I mean, he was smoking in the room, and I don't remember even smelling smoke.
Yeah.
So, I just don't remember it.
His hugs seem so heartfelt and genuine.
Very genuine. I mean, like we're family, like we're best friends. He just made us so comfortable to come in there and sit. Today, oops. I'm not doing that. Today is the anniversary of Woolsey fire in Malibu. Oh.
I'm so
Marcela lost her home and everything except her heart. I have to go. I'm putting together a video. Emotional day for me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marcela. Wow. Thank you so much. And you didn't have to think of me like that.
Yeah.
I have to go. She used to go. So I'm glad I caught that message. She wants us in Paris too.
In all caps.
Stop doing that.
Yes, Teresa, I want to go. We'll chat behind the scenes. We'll see what we can come up with, hopefully.
So this is near the end, and I asked if he would sign my shirt, and I just, it's kind of chilly back there. So I had my coat on the whole time, but yeah, he had no idea I was going to ask him to sign anything. I didn't walk in with pictures or anything. It was spur of the moment, and he had to think of what he was going to sign on his own. And he was funny, and he goes, I'm writing Moby Dick here, because he kept writing and writing and writing, and we were just chatting, and Andy was chatting, and he kept writing, and it was so sweet. And the message is, my dearest Laura, I thank you. I worship your courage and your heart, Johnny Depp.
I love that.
How
did it make you feel?
Elated. It made me feel like I had come full circle, and I was done. I mean, everything I did, I felt like I got closure on, that I did it for the right reason and the right person, for sure. While he was back there, Andy happened to have the list of the songs.
The set list.
So he signed that for Andy.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So that was really nice. And then he graciously gave a video message for Popcorn Planet. And that's on Andy's channel. And that's been shared. And that's for everybody. Yeah. Not just Popcorn Planet, but that was for everybody. That was so nice of him. I can't remember what I put here.
Are there any highlights that haven't been shared already that you want to share?
I tell you, he talked a lot. It was so comforting that he really wanted to spend time with us and talk with us. It wasn't us giving an interview at all. It was the opposite. It was him just saying, I'm so thankful for everyone. I'm so thankful for their support. I was going through this, I'm not going to get into all of it. It's private. Right. But what I want to say that's important to me is I've made comments on Andy's channel that were my personal comments, my personal takeaways, my personal remembrances. And please don't attribute any comments to Johnny in quotes, because I have not given any. I've not released any. They were my recollections. And I did see some people that, the mainstream media is going to pick these things up and put them out there. So I'm kindly asking you, if you've posted anywhere a statement in quotes by Johnny Depp that I said, please delete that and repost it, that it was Laura's takeaway, my reflection and remembrance. Thank you so much, Judy, and not Johnny's direct quote. I have no direct quotes from Johnny. Yeah. Thank you so much, Chris. I so appreciate it. And having said that, what I will say is Johnny was so thankful to everyone who has given him support, who took time out for their lives to help him and support him and take to whatever they did, social media or going to his concerts or whatever, out of their lives to support him. And he was just blown away. He was just blown away by that, the more and more outpouring of support. He was so kind. He was sitting there, and I'm on this picture now that I remember him jumping up and saying, do you want some drinks? Do you want anything? I mean, he offered us anything that was there. We both had water because we've been so thirsty and waiting for so long, which was well worth it. And he was so kind.
What time was it?
Well, we got in the Uber, which was pretty quick, at 2 a.m.
Wow.
So the concert ended at 10:30. So that gives you an idea. But he talked about how he was moving forward, and we talked about the court case. We didn't intend to do that. I think the idea was, because that's what Johnny knew us about, the reporting of it all, that he knew we had the most knowledge of it, and he was very comfortable talking to us about it, because we did try to bring up other topics, and lots of times we came back to, when I say the court case, I'm not talking specifically about the trial. I'm talking about many years leading up to it, because I see things being attributed to, like, he said this about the trial. No, it was about the case. It was about many years of support, not just those few weeks. And he said the same thing I'll say to Andy was, my takeaway was he does not feel hate. Hate means he's thinking about her and he's moved on. And that's my takeaway. And I don't want that in quotes with his name, but that is my takeaway. That is what I heard and remembered. And that's exactly what we all need to be doing, honestly.
Yeah.
Is moving forward with the positive stuff. I know an appeal is going on. That's between the lawyers and paperwork, and that'll be covered. But as far as everything else, their lives have moved on, and we should let him do that. But he talked about it quite a bit. He also talked about various accounts, but in no time or place did he ever I just want to do this. I got to meet Johnny Depp. He was lovely. We chatted for nearly an hour. So kind, articulate, funny, and sweet. He's amazed at the people who have taken time from their lives to speak up for him. All of you are warriors, and he is still blown away. And he said he will never forget us. And this, when he said this, I said, Johnny, you gave a speech. You made a statement that hit me so hard because it defined exactly how I felt. You know, when someone's in trouble and you think you can help or you know something, stand up, you know, don't sit down. And he said, Laura, I gave that speech at, I just went blank on it. Come on, guys, you know where it is. Spain.
For what?
In Spain, when he was at the film festival. He was asked a question about cancel culture. It wasn't something he expected to be asked. And he said anybody could be canceled with one statement. And this is what he said. I believe that you are armed with this truth. That's all you need. He continued. It doesn't matter if a judgment has taken some artistic license. He chuckled, perhaps referencing his UK libel case. Finishing his answer, he pleaded with the assembled press and those watched. San Sebastian. When there is an injustice, whether it's against you or someone you love or someone you believe in, stand up. Don't sit down. Don't sit down on them. They need you. And that just hit my heart. And I told him about that. And he goes, you know what? I didn't have that prepared. I had never even thought about that. I got asked this question and that's what came to my head. And that's how I answered. And I said, you just defined pretty much everything all of us had been doing for all these years. And he just kept saying how thankful he was. And he was just so thankful. Yeah. And we did get to see him in the hallway. And I'm clarifying my statements. This is important through my convo. Johnny kept repeating how amazed he was at the huge community support because his team showed him. He never once said he got on Twitter. He said people would tell him like, hey, did you see this document that Laura posted, theRealLauraB? Or did you see these photos or these screenshots? He never once said, I got on Twitter and saw things. So I want to be very clear about that. That was never brought up. He was shown things. He was made aware of things. I said this here. I didn't speak it clearly on Andy's live, but I'm making it very clear now. Yeah. So there's the post, and down here is that. So throughout, he spoke collectively how amazed he was at the people who took time of their lives. Yes, Johnny did specifically know the work of, and I've said know the work. He didn't sit down there and say he was looking at Twitter or anything like that. So I want to be very clear on that because that's being misrepresented. He clearly said his team showed him. I never said Johnny was on Twitter, etc. I need to clear this up, sadly. And again, important, I stated to the best of my recollection what Johnny said to us, but that's my restatement and paraphrasing. I ask you to refrain from using words as Johnny's in quotes. I wasn't recording our convo. I wasn't taking notes. And I just want to be clear on that, guys. And I know you understand that. I know you do. Let me get some more questions and then we got 1,200 people in here, guys. This is amazing.
I was notified just now on my phone that Tug is in the chat.
Tug is in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tug. Hi.
Hi, Tug.
If you're in the, wait a minute. If you're in here, I'll send you a link, bud. Where are you, Tug? I'm going to hit you on Twitter because I have one of these opened over here. Of course, it's going to be. Hold on, guys. I'm going to see if I can get Tug to jump in here. I know he's probably busy, and I haven't found his message yet, so I don't know if he's able to. But yeah, I sent it to you in your Twitter DM, so please jump on here because I want to.
He just commented too.
You can
Tug,
feel
do you
that.
Want to join us?
Huh?
I said, Tug, do you want to join us?
Come join us. I sent you an invite. He knows how it works.
Okay.
You can come in without video, but please come in. So happy for you. I'm getting some great comments. I really appreciate this. It's a huge weight off our shoulders. It's a weight off his shoulders. He said that. He goes, look, I know there's some people that always treat me like Quasimodo. I know there's going to be negativity, but I'm doing what I love. I am going to make my music, make my art, do my projects. He's moving forward. He's just
doing a great job.
Lovely man.
Yeah.
And of course, we had just found out about Fenty when we went in there, and we brought it up. We were like, "Isn't this exciting that you're doing X Fenty?" He goes, "Oh my God, don't quote me. My remembrance is." He said, "We were so surprised that they reached out to us, and we were so excited about it." And yeah, so that was amazing. And then he also talked about ignore the idiots. That's who their life twisting the truth. They know nothing else. Yeah, I know. But my fear is that who are we going to get? We're going to get those so-called journalists. They're going to want to pick my bones apart.
That you made the record straight, just because your words were twisted and have been reshared in a twisted way on Instagram and Twitter and
Reddit, a lot on Reddit.
Yeah. And they're going to do that anyway, but might as well have a record straight conversation.
Yeah, no idea who's going through all those years. I know it's so hard. I've got another super chat I'm trying to find, guys. Hey, Tug. Come on, Tug. I'm so thrilled that you're here.
Oh, he's getting the kids ice cream, he says.
Aw. Ninja Vestas. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. I don't think that's Tug. Is that Tug, or is that someone who likes Tug?
Is it?
I'm using Tug's name.
It says that umbrella guy.
Okay, I got Tug Simp.
No, not that. The Tug Simp would be.
Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Yeah.
That was a solid speech. Thank you. God, he's amazing. Yeah, San Sebastian Film Festival. Thank you. Jump on with your phone, Tug. You know you're welcome. Love you.
He said give him a few minutes and he'll be on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, his friends would tell him, and specific lawyers, 100%. Look, Adam talked to me. If he talked to me, if he talked to Tug, if he talked to Brian, Johnny's going to know about our names. And, a lot of what I did was shared on multiple channels on YouTube. So stop putting words in my mouth. I did not like that. I do have something I want to share. I've got to get out of this. So what else did we do? So after the concert the next day, I had planned the whole day on the strip, and I wasn't able to do that. We're going to come back to Johnny, don't worry. And I wasn't able to do that because Christopher Melcher invited us to lunch, which was amazing and wonderful. And I was so thrilled at that. And so that I ended up going to this really nice lunch at 1:00. And by the time we woke up from 2:30 in the morning, Tansman, I'm trying to find your super chat. If anyone deserves to meet Johnny, it sure is Laura, and she has fought for Johnny's truth, for exposing her lies. The hours she must have spent doing research is unreal. You are awesome. Thank you so much, Tan, and I will find your super chat buried down here. Sometimes they jump to the top, but I can't share them. Sorry. There it is. Thank you so very much. I want to share this, but when I do, I have to share it a certain way because this one does have audio. And this is from Andy. He said I could share this. So here's a little video that he just played, and he said I can share it. So this is about our lunch.
All love.
Yeah. There it is. There's the crew. There's the front. Mike, that front row was insane. I'll never get over. I can't experience a concert ever like that again.
No.
You get spoiled.
You just ruined concerts for me. Because you're right there. It was so amazing. And I could just feel the darts on me on my back. I was like, so I just was like, oh, well, I'm enjoying this moment as he's up there. But I was trying to find the one, there it is, the crew at the meetup. Oh, I thought I had the video.
There we go. So this is the meetup that we had before the concert. So this was a lovely picture. I mean, this is great. So there's the whole popcorn team, and that's Amy from the ECB, Lewis and Kim, and Chris is back there. And this is Pamela. I think she was with them all the time, so she must do something with Popcorn Planet behind the scenes. And Kim.
Andy is tall.
Andy's tall, yeah. And Johnny's taller than me, guys. So, and he was, I
think he's 5'10", right? Or 5'9"?
I think he's about the same size as Andy. He's pretty close.
Really?
Vito, shout out to Vito. Such a funny.
Vito,
I always love seeing Vito. He got to come to the show as well. And Christopher Melcher, how about a shout out to Mr. Melcher for coming all the way out to Vegas and once again treated us to like the best meal ever, right? The two in a row, Steph.
My gosh.
I know, right?
So we went to this lovely place, and it was so nice to sit in a quiet area and eat and relax. And he bought wine, which I should not have in the afternoon because, again, it made me very sleepy. And we still had another meetup to go to. And of course, I hadn't slept. You know, when we got back to the room, it's probably close to 3 a.m.
Next time you got to top that, Chris. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I mean, just the fish was amazing. That prawn cocktail that came out.
I know. I wish I had
like something from freaking Star Trek.
So we'll get into our little meal here. Thanks, Tug Simp. That was so nice. Breaks my heart when they pick on you. I don't have a problem with them picking on me. I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to be Johnny to be misquoted or misrepresented. Please. I just don't want that to happen. Let's get back to our meal.
I'm going to try and send
like from like the Starship Enterprise when you're in like the mess hall and
like Deep Space Nine.
Like Deep Space Nine, yeah. You're in the mess hall, you order some prawns and it comes out and like there's steam everywhere and it looks like proper alien, futuristic. Like I literally was like, how do I eat that? Where's the prawns? Where's the shrimp? Because it was just like so much steam.
They're gonna show it.
I have it. I have it. Here, I'm gonna get it ready for you.
Oh my goodness! Like wow, just the whole presentation of that dish was amazing. And then I had the lobster tail. Oh my goodness, that was some big ass lobster tail.
Okay, while Andy's bringing it up, just lost. Here. Here. Pam Smith, thank you very much. So excited for you. Thank you so much for your sweet, kind heart. Thank you for sharing the experience. It brings my heart so much joy. I hope that you can feel the joy that I felt because it was for all of us. Johnny just kept saying that he just was amazed by the entire community. So I wanted to bring that up. And thank you so much, Teresa, for the super sticker. And I think Andy has his video now.
Basically, guys, during that meal, there was a party in my mouth. No one was freaking invited.
Steph is so funny.
Go on that
I love her.
Crab legs. I was just in like crab heaven. Even the waiter was like,
I've never seen you so happy.
Show the food.
I treat yourself, Kim, right? And what's crazy is I ordered.
Come on.
There it is.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Sorry, what the hell?
It's like Beatles juice.
It's like Beetlejuice, right? Jump in the line, rock the body in time. Okay.
That was a good one. Oh my god. Is this calamari?
That crab tower. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The Kim.
So we did this calamari. It was the best calamari I ever had. It was just so perfectly crispy cooked and not rubbery inside. And it had kimchi on it, but it was very mild in vegetables. And then we had this crab, tomato, avocado stack, which was so good.
Kimchi calamari. Oh, crab. Yeah, sorry guys if you didn't. We just ate, so I'm not too bad. But look at that thing. Those prawns.
That's so cool.
Oh my god, that was amazing. That was like the Muppet. That Muppet guy. Pepe the prawn.
He's a king prawn, okay?
King prawn.
Too funny. So we ended up getting a second one of those.
I love her reactions.
So I ended up getting a hamburger. I mean, I don't know why. I just felt like they were getting all kinds of fabulous seafood dishes. And I was just so worn out. I knew I couldn't. The appetizers were fabulous. And we also had a beautiful brie on toast points, baked brie with some kind of chutney. It was delicious. So at that point I was pretty full. So I ended up getting a hamburger. That was all I needed. Thank you, Butterfly. I so appreciate you. Yes, Lewis was invited. Yes, he was. That's all I'll say. He enjoyed Vegas quite a bit. Let's just say that. But yes, of course he was invited. Nobody was left out. That's exactly what Chris said. I don't know if you heard him. He said it's like out of Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
But I remember that it was so good, and we were all so amazed by that particular dish that we actually ordered it again.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Well, there was only like 5 of them, and I'm like, we got it. I think I ate like 3 of them.
I actually
Yes,
have
Kim.
to tell you guys. So last night Matt and I, we were getting ready. We were going to go to the airport. So we figured we'd get one last meal. And we were talking about what to eat. And we just kept going back and forth. And we finally decided we just went back. And I kid you not, I went, yeah.
So that was nice. I don't think there's much else on there.
Did you get to try Egg Slut when I texted you about it?
No, it was too far away.
That place
too
is
far away.
so good.
Yeah, here's a picture we took, and they're inside the restaurant. This big shark tank or fish tank. So we had this lovely picture. Yeah, yeah. So that's the kind of stuff we were doing. Let's see if Andy has anything else to share there. Nope, that's pretty much it. I shared my Twitter stuff, and yeah. Do you guys have any more questions? Oh, I keep forgetting to hide comments, guys. Okay. Yeah, what restaurant was it? Charter inside the Golden Nugget. So we didn't have to walk, which was so nice because my feet were killing me. I have a heart of gold. Thank you. Do you guys have any other questions? We talked so much. He was so sweet. He didn't talk about any future projects. I know someone asked me that question at one point. What else? Did I get to speak to Jeff? Yes, I did. Did I not show that picture somewhere? Only for a couple minutes. There. I have to unhide this and present a new one because video sound you have to share special. So yeah, there I am. He was so sweet. This was early on. He left well before we got in with Johnny, and he was just sweet talking out there in general. There was a group of people that he was talking with, so I got my picture with him.
Aww.
Lovely man. So I did get to speak to him a little bit.
With his solo cup.
God forbid, yeah. Good for you. I wish I had some in the house. How'd you sleep after meeting Johnny? Any tears? I tried so hard not to cry. Let me remind you that I am driving. I'm with Andy Signore, so you know his personality, right? So we finally get in the Uber to go home, and it's literally after 2. And he's like, oh my God. And that's pretty much, there was no crying. It was like, oh my God, we said, oh my God. That's pretty much what we were in the Uber. They really happened. Oh my God. That is exactly how we were reacting. Exactly. Thank you so much. So thrilled you got to spend time with Johnny. Glad we got to see a photo of your hug with him. Let me tell you, I had lots of hugs. I had lots of hugs and lots of kisses. He was exuberant. He was warm. He was genuine. It was just very, very real. We got to see the photo of your hug with him, witnessing the full circle moment. This is exactly how I feel. It's great to hear. It is a full circle moment for me. That's exactly how I feel. Thank you. And I got side hustle in there. Thank you. I didn't cry. I almost cried. I have a lot of pictures with me glassy eyes because I was so close to crying. And we talked about various stories about how, there's still people that are just never going to accept him again or whatever. And he just ignores it. He's moving on. Hey, I'm backstage. Oh my God. Thank you, Tug. Sorry, I got so caught up in this stuff. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm on a mobile device. I'm a little off here.
Well, it works. It works. Right?
Yeah, the kids in the back. We went out and ate ice cream, but I was like, man, I got to tell Laura congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah.
I wish you could have been with us.
Yeah, you know how that goes with kids and stuff. It's just
although crazy. I know it's like it was so short notice, I didn't think I could do it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was like right on the ball. And, some people mentioned that, hey, did Andy? Yes, Andy definitely invited. It's just, it was like, he was like, hey, let's do it now. And it was like, no, I can't really set it up.
Well, the way it came over to me was he said, what are you doing on that weekend? Are you free? And I'm like, well, yeah, because I thought he wanted to live stream while he was there. I had no idea he meant we'll come to Vegas. And I was like, what? What?
What's hilarious, though, it worked out great, though. I mean, you guys got an hour behind the scenes with Johnny Depp. That's awesome. That's
awesome. And he obviously mentions you, Tug, of course. Very appreciative, very, very thankful for everybody who took time out of their lives to support him, to do what they didn't have to do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's, I've heard from many a person that, they keep him apprised. I mean, he saw the trial from not missing media coverage. He saw it from coverage from other people doing it. Again, not from Twitter and stuff. I heard this from other sources. And
yeah,
I was like, yeah, I mean, we always knew it was there, but hearing it, from himself, that's awesome.
I had something I wanted to share. Go ahead, keep going. Because I remember I sent a tweet to
Hi, Tug. It's
There
Becca.
it is.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
How's that ice cream? What flavors did you get?
They got some. What was that called? What was your flavor called? Superman. And some
Superman.
yeah, and I got a scoop of chocolate.
Nice.
Yeah.
So one of these things that's going on with her stands now is how Johnny changed his testimony to match our coverage. No, Johnny did not do that. Johnny told exactly what happened to him. In fact, I wasn't even talking about the trial. I was talking about pre-court stuff. And this is an example of what he would have been shown. I posted it. I wonder if Johnny saw this post. And this was a post way back over a year ago now that remember Io Tillett in the tweet in the text exchange apparently had contacted his friend to call 911. And we have the recording of that 911 where that person says they are in the lobby of the ECB building. Mm-hmm. And he named his friend Lauren, who on her own Instagram on May 24th, 2016 was at the Hollywood Forever, which is this outdoor, it's a cemetery where they do movies outdoors. So she was there. Parking is insane there. It's busy. And this is with her. This is what she posted. They're there. It's daylight. That's important. They're out there in the daylight. May 21st is still daylight. Other friends posted. It was held at Hollywood Cemetery on May 21st at 6:45 p.m. is when the doors open. The screening was at 8:30. So I don't see any way possible she got down, but this is based on this post, that she got down to the ECB lobby to make a 911 call. So, and then of course other people were posting from this documentary. Raquel Pennington, hi. I don't think you can see it, but they put her name on the documentary that was on Discovery Channel. I don't know anything about that. What do you think, Tug?
I think the spin that I saw, they just want to misrepresent. They need a win. I mean, they didn't win in court. They haven't been winning in the court of social media, and they know it. So they were trying to take your words and spin it into something that it was not. Anyone listened to what you said, understood what was being said. It's just, it's absurdity. But they spin everything. I mean, that's just the way that they represent. They misrepresent.
Yeah,
I know. Teresa, thank you. I'm thrilled to death. Like I said, it was just magic. Just magic. Does anybody else have some major questions that I can get to before I'm going to start wrapping it up here. We have 1,200 people in here. Do me a favor, please like, subscribe. YouTube has suppressed me. It was terrible. They turned off a lot of people's notifications. I know it happened to a lot of us. Tug, Andy was saying the same thing happened to them. It was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, they also are not reviewing things timely. The Kathy Griffith banning thing, since I use Elon Musk in part of it, it took them 4 days to approve that. You know, I won't put it out there until they approve it. So 4 days, and typically you're talking about an 8 hour. If I do anything else, I get it within 8 hours. So.
Wow. Now, did you just say you had some videos that had been disappeared?
Yeah, I had one video that just ghosted completely, just disappeared. I had no idea what happened to it. It didn't have anything to do with me. No one else has access. So, it would have been, I mean, it just disappeared. And I've had other ones turn off. They've turned private. And, I've removed videos in the past for, having issues with them, but I would know that. So yeah, I've had 4 videos. I've had 3 go private. One just recently just vanished completely.
Wow.
My subscription to Tug and Popcorn Planet were like removed, and so I haven't been getting any updates pop up on my phone for new videos. And then I went back in and I had to resubscribe, and I'm like, this is so strange. I already subscribed.
Mm-hmm.
What was really weird is unsubscribing members. So people that paid to be part
money.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So Raul has just said that Jax got her blue check mark. Congratulations to Jax. Yep. And Becca's Twitter handle. And I think it might be the same on Instagram too. She posts some great pictures.
All the way around.
That whole drama right there is fun. I mean, you're seeing a meltdown on one side of this, and you're seeing Depp's career. Everything's become solvent. I mean, it's taking off. No matter what they do, no matter who they attack, Rihanna stood up, and you have more and more career opportunities popping up. It's pretty amazing to see.
He mentioned that. We also brought up MTV that telling him, in case you didn't know, that he was the first live moon person to be at the highlighted there, and he was just thrilled. Someone wants to know if you ever met Johnny.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Well, it may happen. I was hoping you might get to one of his shows that he was out here on the East Coast.
I mean, it's all good. Again, when it covers somebody, it's cool. Like, it's a cool idea, but when we cover people, I like. Most people, I don't even expect to really see what we do, but
right.
I mean, I've heard from this trial. First of all, just covering it has been life-changing for myself, and then on top of that, the people that I've talked to with Hollywood connection, whether they're directors or people around Johnny Depp. I mean, it's been amazing. It's giving you an idea of what's there, and it also gives you an idea of what kind of miscarriage of justice this was.
Yeah, it's been amazing, some of the people that have reached out to me with questions, and suddenly I realized, oh, this is somebody. And I'm not going to get into who it is, but I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. Like, after the appeals are done, I hope some of the people that really were loud behind the scenes, I hope they speak up with their stories, because those people could really change the Hollywood dynamic of what we're seeing.
Yeah. Dragonfly Kisses, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, for all your contact provide, your videos and hard work you do behind the scenes. You are most welcome. I'm so glad I can make a difference. So what did you think about Elaine bringing our names up? Not Johnny, but that means they're watching us, right?
Yes, that was amazing. Like, that's they were obsessed with us. You know what I mean? Because they didn't just bring the idea of us covering this once or twice. They brought us up many times. I thought it was amazing. Like, they brought you. Your impact there is unspoken sometimes, and it shouldn't be. Because you weren't a video maker at the time. But
right. No.
You supplied everyone documentation, made sure that, like sometimes I would have to hit you up and be like, hey, I forgot this part or that part. I couldn't remember. Yeah. And they noticed too. That's what I really like, the fact that they noticed.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to us at the courthouse. A couple Depp fans were removed for stupid things. Mm-hmm. And basically, and I won't say who, but Warren had said to me, it says they're here to get people out. They want to cause problems. Be on your best behavior. Be careful. Don't be overly loud in the courtroom or laugh or anything. They were, but someone specifically warned me that you have to lay low. That and obviously they know me. They recognized me. They said, which other people did.
I knew that if I went there, I knew they'd kick me out of the courtroom. I knew it. Once they figured out it was me, they would have targeted and kicked me out of the courtroom. You know what I would say.
So after being told this, Tug, so if you guys can remember watching it, the whole Eve thing went down. Now this is before I guess she was kicked out, but she came back in. They went to the sidebar. They actually went to the court, and people were talking, and Elaine turned around and pointed right at me. I mean, I could feel it, and I could feel people next to me turn and look at me, and she was talking, and I was like, holy shit, I'm going. They're booting me out. And I mean, I remember my body being on fire. My face must have been so red. And 3 times she turned around and pointed. And with that, Camille started to walk to our side, to the front. And I'm like, this is it. And it wasn't. What they did is they were going to boot Eve back. And they said, well, if you put Eve back, you've got to put his people back. So they made anyone who's not a lawyer to go to the back of the room and sit that day. So but they were sitting right in front of me, and I was like, so it wasn't me, it was them. They had his anyone he had brought with him that day had to go to the back.
They had you that day. That's hilarious. They wanted you out. I mean, yeah.
Well, when Eve was sitting in the courtroom and getting a couple people booted, but this was before Ms. Gina Duders was booted. She was,
Yeah.
Eve was getting a couple of the fans booted for old Twitter posts that no longer existed, that were deleted. She was looking up somehow, things that people had posted. Aside from that, Eve had locked eyes with me a couple times because I checked in on the courtroom. Like when you can check in on locations and then you can click on the location and you can see who checked in that day.
Right.
On social media. And she recognized me from checking in, I guess, on Instagram or Twitter, or I don't know. But
Okay.
she kept looking at me, and I'm so glad she got kicked out of the courtroom, because what a bully, right? Like, you can't find anything hateful on my page. I'm classy, but even still, like, it's just like, we're here for a court case, not for high school,
Right. So Tug, I don't know if you know, Marcela is the one who sponsored Andy's team and many of us to go there in various levels, to go to the concert, go to Vegas. So she's giving you a shout out. She walked by and heard, please tell him thank you so much for me. I love his soul.
Hey, thank you for that. Appreciate you.
So that's who that is. Yeah. Someone said they had a membership nuked along with an unsub. I only care. The Russian family. I was trying to help get money, but something is messed up. Yeah. Somebody told me that YouTube did an update and it affected not just on deaf people, but basically it turned all your notifications to personalized. So you actually had to go back in and personalize them again.
I've noticed since their new update, I haven't lost many subscribers like off the court. I figured I'd lose 10 or 15,000 people after the trial was over. But recently it started to bleed off. And you can tell that part of that is from a system update. They're doing something.
Yeah.
I think they're going to change the algorithm though. What they'll do is they'll make Amber Heard's name newsworthy. They'll tag it where only news coverage gets preferential treatment, and I think they're starting to do something with that. And once they do it, they're serious with it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now my subscribers were still going up, but my views plummeted. I'm like, this isn't making sense. This is the stuff that people usually want to see, and they're like, we didn't even did this video.
I think it's because the notifications, that pop up on people's cell phones, it just wasn't happening. Like Laura, I keep telling you how behind I am on certain channels. It's because I'm not getting the notifications, and I've been busy moving, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to jump though. I got my kids in the car.
Oh, thanks, Doug.
For joining us, Tug.
Hey, you'll have to come on though. Y'all have to come on.
Yeah. We'd love to.
I want to hear about court, and I want to hear about your concert stuff. So
yeah,
we'll
right.
set that up sometime this week. All right.
Okay. All right. Bye. Thank you, Business Maven. She has a great TikTok, and she's doing it on YouTube. She has some really great insights. Wanted to say how happy I am that you got to meet Johnny, so well deserved, and thank you for sharing this with all of us. You are welcome. So go subscribe to her because she does some great stuff. She's on Twitter, but she does a lot of TikTok that she's also showing on YouTube. I wanted to share some fan art. I mean, I'm blown away, and certainly nothing I anticipated, but look at this, is gorgeous. I'm a researcher and truth seeker. And thank you, Laura B. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
And this is by, whoops, I got it out. Don't tell me I got it out older. Oh, I had him. Where'd it go? Oh, I'm going to have to find him. If you could see top of here, all these things I want to share. If I hit wrong, I hit X. Oh, lovely. I'll get the account. I hope it's still back up here. But they made this for me. Witchy Unicorn. I had her on my video of artists. She also goes by My Ponies Ate My Pencil, I think. And she did this. Look at that. That's so cute.
That's so cute.
That's adorable. I mean, look at this shirt.
Everything. And
so cute.
And you're were you wearing a scarf?
A wino. I know. I think it was,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna have to look it up.
I'll look it up.
And this is by Jenny DJLD. She made this for me. Here it is. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's got the pictures, my shirt, sold out. What a moment. What a day. Isn't this lovely? And people were posting on Instagram so much, so happy. I mean, just sharing. This is Sonny because he just cared so much about all of us. I'm not feeling like it's sharing me as much as it's sharing positivity for Johnny, and God knows we need that. Can't you just feel this hug? Absolutely. So very happy. This is Ponytails. Ponies ate my pencil, so she drew the picture also. Oh, and I think it's just amazing that people are sharing this because it's positive. It's like, screw the media, screw all the haters. He's a loving and sweet man. He was definitely, we made the right choice, I think. We backed the right horse. And I hope he gets everything he deserves coming to him now.
I'm trying to find that other one you were talking about, and I'm not seeing it.
Shoot.
There was also that cute Friends cartoon one.
Oh, Insulatus?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait. I think they, all right, I'm going to keep going while I look for it. Oh, shoot.
Okay. I'm also looking.
Shoot.
No, I don't know. It's not on Twitter that I can see. Was it Instagram?
No, it was on Twitter.
Oh, I don't see it.
Ooh. Not this one. Not that one. I got so many. I got buried in my DMs is the problem.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, this is very naughty of me. Okay, it's in my feed because I retweeted it. Oh, another blank one. That's good. Okay, so now we're getting to X Fenty.
Oh, yeah.
So let me get to that and just find these comments. I've got to find out who did that. Amanda, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. I'm happy for you to have the chance to meet Johnny. Pictures made me cry. Check your IG. I tagged you in a post that someone posted your picture. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh my God, that's so cute. Yeah, the pictures that they drew of us are amazing. Oh, I'm gonna find it, guys. This is so rude of me. And I had it, and I think I accidentally X'd it because I had so many. Oh yeah, we did both have padlock necklaces. That was not planned. I mean, I hadn't even thought about it. And so awesome. I saw that. She's an amazing artist, and you'll have to go in to check out my my YouTube earlier. I did a really great artist, Johnny Depp Fan Artists Unite, I think it's called, and we highlighted several people, and we had a blast. We did an absolute blast. And I will find it. Okay, what's the next one? Truth, yes. Using the art to do it. These people, yeah, the art, we're just amazing with the art, with what people can do. Blew me away. It was such a fun stream to do too. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad that I've done this. Please, I am so sorry. I just, oh.
Did you find it?
Wait, it was, nope, that's the other, that's the collage I showed. So it's right around the same time. Oh, I think it's Wino Forever, WYNO.
I'm just looking. I think that's the one.
Yes, here it is.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's oh, okay. I know what I have to do. It won't let me airdrop it because I'm not on Wi-Fi up here, so it's not recognizing my phone, but I will get it. I will get it, people. Thank you for your patience. I know you'd understand that this person worked so hard on it. And yeah, I got it.
So, did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 of Laura's posts touched me so much this weekend. Wino Forever isn't a softie, and I think he went to the concert the other night. But I'm so happy to see A selflessly devoted person like Laura get rewarded for all her work she has done for us in finding truth and finding what is right. Please get this to her. And I did, and I posted it, and it is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly what I was feeling, guys. That's exactly what I was feeling. So glad I could get it to him. Oh my God, Patty, thank you so very much. I am so happy for you. You got to meet Johnny and Jeff. What an exciting trip. Thank you all I've done for JD and for us. I tell you, I am so glad I was able to do what I did. It was quite expensive to buy all those documents, but the media just wouldn't fairly report. And that's where it came from for me to, we got ponies, we got this one, to get the truth out as much as I can, that not to cherry pick documents. And I brought the stuff out for both sides. I didn't favor one side or the other. Well, I did a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I did a little bit, but I still presented both sides, obviously. I don't remember the last time I felt so much joy for someone. And I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. When I saw Johnny hugging and thanking you, it was so well deserved. Thank you.
Yeah.
He's just a wonderful man. He really was. He's the real deal, guys. He's just the real deal. Oh, so smart. So smart. Yeah, because I've got so many tabs open that they turn to an X so quick. So smart. Let's see what else we got.
Yeah, I'm going to second what Ellen wrote, just because a couple of you guys have had the opportunity to see him up close or meet him, myself included. And I just think, I'm so elated. Like when Kayla had her moment in New York.
Yes.
You know, I mean, gosh, you can't help but be so happy that because we were there almost every single day, not because we had to be, but because we wanted to be, and because we supported not just him as an actor, but the fact that a woman can abuse a man. And, abuse has no gender. And that was the main point for me. But he is a celebrity, and that's kind of, I don't want to say he's the poster child, because unfortunately that's kind of what he's become. But anyway, just so that people can say their piece with him and say that, hey, I supported you and I was there, and all of that. I just think that's so wonderful.
Yes.
And you've been doing it for so long. I had only discovered you in 2020, I want to say, or leading up to the court date, which was then pushed to 2022. I think I discovered you through Brian, through his YouTube channel.
Could be.
Yeah.
And Tugs, because they shared my documents. And then Andy started to. And then during the court, I was commentating with Andy, and I commentated with Legal Bites.
Yeah.
With their groups.
I didn't pay any attention to any of this from 2016 until about 2020. And then, of course, 2020, I had too much time in my hands. And so I dug into it. And I'm so glad that I discovered the UK documents through you, because it really opened my eyes. Like, I wasn't really paying attention. I love Johnny. I'm always been a fan of his, but to me, this wasn't my business. But then when I found the documents, I was like, holy cow. Like, I even felt that judge, there was something wrong in that case.
Yeah.
Huge lack of evidence.
Crystal, thank you so much. You deserve all you've done with us and JD and his hugs. He hugs us. He hugs me. He's hugging you. Yes. He hugs us with a thank you. So thank you very much. I so very much appreciate it. So we did talk about X Fenty, and I thought it was great that the next night in California when he performed, there's the big red X on his back. I was telling Beck about it, and she goes, "Find me the photo."
Yeah.
And there it is. And wow. Can we just say still the sexiest man? Still qualifies.
Mm-hmm.
And that swagger walk, when you see the video, I can't play the video. I'm scared to death of copyright because it's brand new and just out there, and I'm not going to take a chance. But, these pictures are out. And his little smirk when he's walking.
Yeah.
And then Gina just posted that she was, she is part of his marketing team, on his production team. So, her husband, Stephen, is the president in the UK. I guess it's for the European company. And Gina works as marketing and
Social media.
Communications, I think. What?
And social media, yeah.
Yeah. And so she got to be there for the filming, which I thought was so cute. And it's on Prime Video, Amazon. It's about 40 minutes long. So please give it a click. Don't just enjoy the short Johnny clips that we're going to see all over social media. Please honor Rihanna with a proper look on Amazon. I think it's free. If you're on Amazon Prime Video, I think it's free. I don't know how else I could share it.
It's on a great show. I watched last year's. It was so good.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I have. I just can't tell you that was the truest statement. Him hugging me is hugging you all. He was just so thankful for everybody. So thankful for everybody taking the time out of their lives to do this for him when they didn't have to. And exactly what he said, don't sit down, stand up. And when you know something's wrong, when you know something's not right, and it started right from the beginning. People have asked me, when did it start? It started, first of all, I just couldn't believe it about him, those kind of claims. And it fell apart within a week. You know, the letter came out that she was demanding the condos and all of that for her friends to live in.
Yeah.
And then, and then she wouldn't go to the world, which she did.
Want like $100,000 a month or something.
50,000, I think, a month.
Okay.
I think. But then the police came out not once, but twice and said, no, we were there. There was no damage and there was no injuries. And that just sealed it for me. I mean, that just sealed it.
Yeah.
Heterosexual, married to a beautiful woman with 3 kids. If I had to take one for the team, Johnny would be a go, I reckon. We were teasing Andy because Johnny hugged and kissed him too. And he didn't see that coming. That was a surprise.
No.
Thank you, Teresa. I should
love
have had
you,
you on. I
Teresa.
never know with the time change.
Yeah. What
She's
time
out
is it
in
over there?
Portugal, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here's one. I actually watched this show, and I must say it's one of the best shows so far. Absolute bonus to have. Yeah, and the clothes, they're selling out, people, and they're very reasonably priced. They've done a special introductory VIP release. If you're watching that video, you can click through the links, and Johnny's outfit is there. You can buy that. And it's not very expensive. Us mortals with documents, the blackmailing demand docs were buried. I didn't hear about that until I had already learned about her. I have to be careful of my words. Secret Miss Girl, thank you. Sunshine was here to mod. I saw Lori Wolf was here modding. Thank you guys all. And
Thank you.
Secret, I hope you're feeling better. It looks like it was a nice group. I did, 7:41 here. It's almost 2:41 in the afternoon for me.
It's only a 5-hour difference?
Europe, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I thought UK. Oh, we had our time change. They don't.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that.
Wow.
If you're falsely accused, yeah. But I think that would be criminal charges. I think that's it for you. I think we can let us go. I hope everybody had a great time. I had a fabulous time. I'm so glad I can share it. He's a lovely, lovely man, and I am so happy with everything that I did. He did. Andy said, what do you want us to do? Are we done? Are you tired of it? Do you want to move on? I have to say, we did talk about the court a lot. Somebody said, why do you keep doing that? No, he wanted to talk about it. He was very connected to us. He knew what we did. So he knew we had the knowledge, and as much as we changed the subject, he brought it back. Otherwise we wouldn't be talking about it, but he obviously wanted to. So that's where that came from. And he would ask questions. And where was I going with that? I don't remember. I started somewhere with that. So yeah, he said, go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. You know, if there's new stuff coming out, just keep pushing the truth, keep pushing. He didn't say keep pushing, but he didn't say anything like that. He just said, keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate everything that you guys did. And that was our takeaway.
And if I can have a quick moment,
awesome.
I just want to say that everyone on here remained respectful, and I appreciate all the questions. And Laura, I'm so happy for you. I mean, through the court case and then afterwards, at the show, and we become friends, and just to see you have that moment made me very happy for you. So
thank you.
Thank you for having me on today.
Oh, I'm so glad you came. And she was like, but I didn't get to go with you. And I said, but you've been with me before, and I know we can relate to everything that happens.
Yeah.
So that's
we chat behind the scenes. So
yeah. Oh, we do. We do. So that's going to be it. We're going to sign off. Thank you everybody for coming. We were like way up there, 1,200, and we're still 1162. People are hanging with us.
Wow.
Like, subscribe,
you,
please. I can really use the help to keep going. And I'm going to honestly say goodbye now. Love you all. Kisses. Thank you, and have a great day. And my thing is not working. Signing out.